will film very short video of this weekend. So today is Sunday already. It's around 5:30 and I have my knitting here. I'm currently knitting a little bit, and I thought I would film a short update where I've been, what's been going on. So first of all, last time I filmed, I was living in Lithuania, and now we moved with my boyfriend to Denmark. It's been quite a change, but it's really nice here, and I'm really happy to start like a new chapter. And because of all the changes and all the plans, and before I was just lost, and I just lost motivation in knitting, and I didn't knit for a very long time. Just didn't have any inspiration. And then I started to knit a little bit before going. I started one sweater, and there was one sleeve left before we left, before we moved, and now it's finished, so I can maybe show it later. But now I'm actually working on one of the drops design. It's called Sweet Spring. I'll just insert the screenshot. So yeah, after I finished that other sweater, I felt like I got some of the motivation back, and I went to a local store here, bought some yarn, bought this yarn actually. Really like the color. I think I have something with the green color. Oh yeah, we moved to Denmark, and I had to quit my job, and now I don't have a job. I'm currently looking for it, but it is a little bit of a process to find something new, which is a bit discouraging some days, but I'm sure I'll find something. But yeah, now I have a little bit more time, as I mentioned, and I was thinking maybe I can use this time to film a little bit. I'm obviously knitting a bit. Some days I color. I found new hobbies, this adult coloring. Also, we have a dog now, so she needs a lot of time. So yeah, so I thought while I knit, I would talk a little bit what's going on. So I decided to film a little video about my weekend, what I do. I realized that before I was a person who didn't know what I like to do for my free time. Then I didn't notice how I found all these hobbies I do. I started to color. In summer last year I started to watercolor. Then I started to color with pencils. I was still knitting a little bit, but also I discovered all these Uhuhu markers and everything, and adult coloring and with coloring books. So I started to try that, which is really fun. And yeah, so I thought maybe some days I could film and just share what I do at home, how I spend my time, just something for me to do. Also, I've been reading a lot. Been reading a lot of different books actually, but now I actually started finally to read the Throne of Glass series, which is a little bit intimidating, but I finally started it. It's going well. Nothing major happening in the first book. I started to read from the, I guess it's prequel, which is Assassin's Blade, if I'm not mistaken. So it's nothing major happening yet in the book, but it's interesting to read. I think I was scared it's gonna be very hard to get into, and while the plot is happening, while they set the plot, but so far it's been okay. Not as scary as I thought it's gonna be, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, as I mentioned, using my time for a lot of different hobbies, coloring, reading, knitting, sometimes painting, yeah. And I thought maybe some of the days I could share it. It just would be something interesting for me to do. I thought I wanted to film whole moving process just as a reminder, like as a memory to look one day back and see how it went, but I ended up not doing it. It just was a chaos. But yeah, to move from Lithuania to Denmark, when I look back now, seems not a very big deal, all fine. But at the moment it felt like a lot of stress. Yeah, so if it would be interesting for someone, I could share how everything went. If anyone would be interested, I would be happy to share whole process, what we did, how we found the movers, and so on. Because we did move with all our stuff. We didn't move just we drove ourselves with the car to Denmark. So yeah, it was fun, stressful but fun process. And now we're slowly settling in here. For now we're renting, but hopefully soon we can start looking into houses. Maybe one day we will get a house for ourselves to start living our life, not renting. That's the dream. So I was thinking that I am not sure what kind of knitting or not knitting videos I want to do. I did some of the knitting podcasts, like a lot of people on YouTube do, where they say what they did, what they finished, what they started, what they bought recently, and it's all fun and interesting to me, but I'm just not think I'm that fast of a knitter. I like to knit, but I knit pretty slow, and just sometimes I lose inspiration, sometimes I knit more, sometimes I knit less, so I feel like that's not an option for me, maybe. Or I would make a video every half a year. And yeah, since I found all these other hobbies I like to do, not just knitting, because I think knitting was one of the first hobbies that I found as an adult that I really like to do, and I could say that, oh, I do this for a hobby, which is knitting. And now I found as I mentioned, coloring and painting, and I got back into reading, because I used to read a lot while I was a teenager, but then somehow after university, with all the studying and such, it just went to the background, and I was really happy to discover that again. So yeah, as I've said, I thought maybe some days I could film something what I do. If I do something, if I color, I could film coloring. If I'm knitting, I could film some knitting. If we're exploring somewhere, I could film that, just like some sort of a hobby vlog, not like a knitting vlog per se. That's why I used to have my channel's name as Edita Knits when I tried to do some knitting content I thought was interesting. But as I realized I like to do more than knitting, and my knitting is a bit slow, I renamed myself as Edit at Home, which felt very, very close to my heart. I feel like I do spend, especially now, a lot of time at home, but when I do have a job as well, I just like to spend time at home. Not very I'm introvert, and I am sure a lot of people understand how introverts or just calmer people just finding more peace to spend time at home. Where else? Of course, I like to explore, like to go on trips, like to go to the city, meet with friends. But home is where I really feel calm and happy. So yeah, so I thought maybe it would be something for me to do, to film what I do at home. It's just for me to do something creative, spend my time doing something I like. And I like, not a fan of filming myself, but I do like to, I want to try filming. I really like editing. When I was teenager, I used to make these little like video clips from anime I used to watch back in, like when I was 15, maybe 16, when there were no copyright on YouTube, or I didn't really care about it, but I used to create these kind of videos, find my favorite song and try to make like a clip from anime series, which sadly I deleted, but would be fun to look back into what it looked like. Yeah. And obviously it is very awkward to film myself and to talk to myself, but it's a bit hard to knit and talk. I don't know how people do it. But yeah, I feel like this is something I wanna try to do, especially when I have more time now, while I look for a job. Yeah, so when my registration process will finish, I will be able to start going to Danish classes. I finished A1 level in Lithuania for Danish, so I understand a little bit, not everything, but I feel like I can understand some of it, and but yeah, to speak it's still hard. Thursdays when we moved, my boyfriend's doing some stuff at home, and I was like, and I wanted to go explore by myself, go to the store alone, which is, it's interesting when you're in a new place. I was living in Spain for a bit, so it was fun to explore by myself and find new places, find your favorite store, your favorite products, and so on. So I went for a few adventures alone in here, which always ends up as something happens to me silly. One time I went to a store, I took what I needed to buy or wanted to buy, and I went to the checkout, and I thought, I went to Lidl. I thought I could use my Lithuanian Lidl discount card, and obviously not. So after I scanned it, I got error that I need help on the cashier, and then nobody came for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, why is it happening? And of course Danes are very good with English, but there was no one to ask to help. So it was a little bit funny story. And then another time I thought I would go to the store alone. I wanted to go to a specific store, We have a lot of we have few stores next to our home, which is nice. But I wanted to go to one that's kind of in the city center, and I imagine that I know because we already been there, and I took my bicycle and went without navigation because I already been there. I know everything, and obviously I drive there, and I drive there, and I see the building, and it's a different store, and I thought I knew, but yeah, it is a little bit of a process to adapt to new location, but it's fun. I really like it here. Yeah, so I can't wait to explore more, especially alone, because when I go alone, all the funny things happen. So yeah, I think that's the little update. I'll try to think what I can film more, what can I tell more. Maybe I will find some funny stories while adapting to this new chapter. But yeah, I'm gonna go enjoy my knitting, enjoy Sunday, and yeah, hopefully talk to you soon. Bye!